In this video, you will explore 5 drinks that, if you start using them today, can help improve fatty liver and reduce fatigue. These drinks not only support liver function, but also help stabilize blood sugar and reduce visceral fat. All of them are based on research related to fatty liver disease. I am a researcher in nutrition and metabolic health and have worked with many patients. Now let's begin with the first drink you should start using today. The first drink I want you to focus on is green tea. When you drink it regularly, green tea can help your liver reduce the amount of fat stored inside it, gradually bring your liver enzymes back toward normal, and make you feel less heavy and exhausted. The reason is that green tea leaves contain a very powerful group of antioxidants called catechins, especially EGCG. In your body, free radicals are being produced every day. You can think of them as damaged molecules that easily injure cells, including liver cells. When there are too many free radicals, the liver goes into oxidative stress, and this leads to chronic inflammation. Green tea helps sweep away some of these free radicals, reducing inflammation in the liver and in the fat tissue around it. At the same time, some studies show that green tea can boost fat burning, reduce fat accumulation in the belly area and in the liver, so your waistline and body weight can improve over time. For someone with fatty liver, a simple way to start is to drink 1 to 2 cups of light green tea a day. You should drink it in the morning or early afternoon. Avoid drinking it too late at night because it can cause insomnia, and try not to add sugar. If you keep this habit along with healthy eating, green tea will not only support your liver, but also benefit your heart, blood sugar, and your ability to concentrate. However, relying on green tea alone is not enough, especially for people who have blood sugar problems and insulin resistance. At this point, another drink that can play a very useful supporting role is apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar sounds simple, but when used correctly, it can slow down the speed at which sugar from food enters your bloodstream, thereby reducing the burden on insulin and limiting how much fat continues to build up in the liver. The mechanism is that acetic acid, the main component of vinegar, can inhibit some of the enzymes that digest starch, so starch is broken down more slowly. This means your post-meal blood sugar doesn't spike too quickly, and you avoid having repeated high sugar peaks throughout the day. When blood sugar doesn't rise too sharply, your body doesn't need to release as much insulin. You need to understand that insulin is the hormone that drives sugar into the cells, but when insulin levels stay high for many years, the body gradually becomes numb to insulin. This is called insulin resistance. When that happens, sugar can't get into the cells properly and is instead converted to fat, which then accumulates in the liver and around the internal organs. By lowering blood sugar peaks and the demand for insulin, apple cider vinegar indirectly helps reduce the amount of fat being moved into the liver. Some small studies have found that people who use apple cider vinegar properly have improvements in blood sugar, blood lipids, and even body weight. But you must remember, apple cider vinegar is not a medication and must not be used to replace your current treatments on your own. In terms of how to use it, you absolutely should not drink apple cider vinegar undiluted. A safer way is to mix about 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar with a large glass of water and drink it before your main meals, if your stomach tolerates it. You should use a straw or rinse your mouth afterwards to protect your tooth enamel. And if you are taking diabetes medication, have stomach problems, are pregnant, or breastfeeding, you need to talk to your doctor before using it.
If you do it correctly,
Apple cider vinegar can be a small but useful piece in your overall strategy to control blood sugar and support fatty liver. Besides blood sugar control, another important factor in fatty liver is chronic inflammation and oxidative stress. This is where ginger tea becomes a very worthwhile option to consider. Many people think ginger is just a spice that warms the stomach, but in reality, ginger contains hundreds of bioactive compounds, including gingerols and shogaols, which have strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. When the liver stays in a state of long-term inflammation, liver cells are gradually damaged, and there is a risk of progressing to cirrhosis. Ginger tea can help by boosting the body's antioxidant defenses, helping neutralize excess free radicals and at the same time calming the inflammatory response in the liver and in fat tissue. Some intervention studies have shown that people who add ginger to their diet or use ginger extracts can see improvements in markers such as liver enzymes, blood sugar, and insulin resistance. Some groups even reported slight reductions in BMI and waist circumference after a period of regular use. Put simply, ginger helps the body handle inflammation and metabolic imbalance better, thereby indirectly supporting the liver. You can use a few slices of fresh ginger steeped in hot water, leave it for a few minutes, and then drink it like tea. If you don't have diabetes, you can add a little honey or a few drops of lemon to make it easier to drink. Ginger tea not only supports the liver, it also helps reduce nausea, supports digestion, and may have mild benefits for blood pressure and the immune system. That said, if you have stomach disease, are taking blood thinners, or have any special medical condition, you should talk to your doctor about the right dose and frequency. If you're someone who needs a stronger drink to start the day, you may be surprised to hear that coffee, when used correctly, actually has quite a lot of data suggesting it's good for the liver. Many large observational studies have found that people who drink 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day have lower rates of fatty liver, cirrhosis, and some types of liver cancer compared with people who don't drink coffee. The exact mechanism is not fully understood yet, but we do know that coffee is rich in antioxidants and polyphenols, which help reduce oxidative stress in the liver. Some data also suggest that coffee can influence liver enzymes and fat metabolism pathways, thereby helping to protect liver cells. The key point is how you drink your coffee. If you add a lot of sugar, condensed milk, or heavy cream, the benefits for your liver are almost wiped out by the excess calories and sugar. A better option is black coffee or coffee with a modest amount of low-sugar milk. Timing also matters. You should avoid drinking it too late in the day so it doesn't disturb your sleep, because chronic sleep deprivation is another factor that worsens metabolic disorders. For people with heart disease, arrhythmias, anxiety, or sensitivity to caffeine, coffee intake needs to be individualized. You should discuss with your doctor what amount of coffee is safe for you. Coffee is not a liver detox medicine, but when combined with a healthy diet and lifestyle, it can be a positive piece of the puzzle in protecting your liver. Finally, if you want an herbal tea that looks beautiful and can support your liver, blood pressure, and metabolism, hibiscus tea is a very good option. Dried hibiscus flowers make a bright red tea with a slightly sour taste, rich in flavonoids and polyphenols, antioxidants that help protect cells from damage caused by free radicals and reduce inflammation. Some small studies in people who are overweight, obese, or have metabolic syndrome show that using hibiscus extract or drinking hibiscus tea regularly can help improve blood pressure, lower cholesterol and triglycerides, and in some cases, even slightly reduce liver fat. You can steep dried hibiscus flowers in hot water for a few minutes, drink it warm, or let it cool, and add ice if you prefer it cold. It's best to limit or avoid adding sugar, especially if you have blood sugar issues. Hibiscus tea is suitable for many people with fatty liver, plus high blood pressure or abnormal blood lipids. But it's not for everyone. People with naturally low blood pressure, those taking strong blood pressure medications, and pregnant or breastfeeding women should talk to their doctor before using it regularly, because any herb can potentially interact with your health condition or medications. When you look back at all 5 drinks, green tea, apple cider vinegar, ginger tea, coffee, and hibiscus tea, you'll notice they share one common feature. They all act on core mechanisms related to fatty liver, such as oxidative stress, inflammation, insulin resistance, abnormal blood lipids, and blood pressure. Each one has its own strengths, and none of them is a magic cure. What matters is not trying to drink all of them at once, but choosing 1 to 2 that fit your taste, health condition, and lifestyle, then keeping them as part of your daily routine. When you combine these drinks with a diet low in sugar and refined starches, more vegetables, good quality protein, regular physical activity, and enough sleep, your body will be in a much better position to repair and recover, including helping that overworked fatty liver. These 5 drinks are just a small part of the journey to reverse fatty liver. For your liver to truly recover, you still need to change how you eat, how much you move, and how well you sleep every day. If you want a more complete picture, you can watch the video where I break down all the most important steps to help your liver heal quickly and safely. And if you're wondering about supplements, take a look at the video where I go into detail about which ones are worth considering for fatty liver. Thank you for watching. I wish you strength and consistency on your journey to protect your liver, and I'll see you in the next video.